Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today, we're going to be talking about NIO stock. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. So today, we're going to be talking about NIO. And basically, today's video is going to be about NIO stock earnings. What are we going to expect for earnings? Where is NIO stock headed? And is NIO stock a good buy at this current price? Is NIO stock going to dip any lower than it already is? So the big thing is people have been talking about they have earnings coming up on the 17th. And for me, I think that their earnings are going to be pretty good because what the earnings is, and basically the earnings call is going to basically show the outlook of the company, how the company's actually doing and what their plans are, right? So when people are looking at earnings, they don't just look at the number. Yes, the number is important. You want to know the earnings per share. If they beat their expectations, it's always a good sign when you beat the expectations because it shows that the company is growing faster than ever before. For me, I think NIO's earnings are going to be good. Like I said, they're consistently beating their delivery estimates. As you guys know, you've seen that in October and September and August as well, that, NIO stock has been doing very, very well. NIO as a company has been doing very, very well. So, like I said, guys, looking at the 5-year chart, this thing IPO'd September 12, 2018, up 621%. The 1-year chart's up 2,178%. And the 3-month chart's up 223%. Accumulating all that growth and taking a look at it from a bigger perspective, guys, it's pretty safe to say that NIO is continuously growing. And, a lot of people are starting to ask, is NIO going to have a pullback anytime soon? And I know that, it had a little bit of a pullback today. I think it had a low today of $39.17. Quickly made up for it today. It's up 3.68% and up 0.5% in the after hours. And I know that people out there, they're starting to get a little bit worried, not in the fact that NIO is doing very well, but they're worried that, they maybe have missed the NIO train. They're like, I'm waiting for a pullback to get in. But the thing is, guys, you have to understand that there may not be a pullback for a little while. If you take a look at like Workhorse stock and Hyliion stock, they both had severe pullback. And, people were like looking at those stocks, they're like, all right, now I bought the dip on those. And they're waiting for the same thing with NIO. But the thing is, NIO is a little bit different because NIO is a little bit more established with itself, consistently beating its estimates, consistently getting analyst upgrades, consistently getting bullish endorsements. A lot of analysts stand behind NIO, saying it's going to be an iconic brand. They're rolling out bigger and better batteries, bigger company than General Motors in itself. And it's making people, should I buy right now at $43.31 or should I wait? Should I wait for the dip, right? And here's what I always say, guys. It's always super important to take into consideration that even if you were to buy it right now, which for me, obviously, I think NIO is still a good buy at $43.31. But taking a look at the bigger perspective, you never want to wait on the dip because let's say NIO tomorrow, it's at $47 and then $50 and then $54. You could have potentially missed your chance to pick up NIO stock for $43. And I know people are still waiting for like the company to kind of establish itself a little bit more, but you guys have to understand that NIO is growing so fast that this thing does have the potential to be a $60 to $75 stock by the end of the year, maybe even more. And this earnings is going to give us a great outlook of where NIO stock is headed and what they expect for Q4 earnings, which I also think is going to be very important for NIO stock in itself. But for me, I think NIO stock is a buy at $43.26. I think people should not wait to buy NIO stock. I don't see a pullback coming anytime soon on NIO. And like I said, guys, everything in my videos is not investment advice, and I could be wrong that NIO could have a pullback. But nonetheless, if you're bullish on NIO like I am, I still think $43.26 is still a very good bargain price for a company that's growing as fast as NIO. Like I said, already bigger than General Motors, consistently beating their estimates, basically making bigger and better batteries, delivering cars all the time and beating their estimates. They have NIO Day coming up, which is going to be huge because the company is going to be unveiling basically, what is to be in store in the next couple of months and years for NIO as a company, where it plans to expand based out of China, already expanding to Europe. And this stock basically does what Tesla does. They produce luxury EV fast cars. And you have to understand too that their cars are also very price affordable, and NIO is starting to make a big presence in China. If I were to say to people at the beginning of the year, what NIO stock was or what NIO as a company, a lot more people wouldn't even have an idea of what NIO stock actually was or what NIO as a company actually did. But sitting here towards the end of 2020, NIO's made a lot of a stronger presence. Guys, like I said, looking at the 1-year chart, it is up 2,176%. I mean, nobody realistically can argue that growth, and no one can realistically say that NIO is not a good buy. And like I said, my overall stock analysis and my stock prediction on NIO is still the same. I think NIO can still hit $60 to $75 by the end of the year. And the reason I say this is because I think that NIO is a growing company that's it's undervalued right now, even at $43.26 for the amount of growth that this company is sustaining in the midst of a pandemic, being able to prove itself time and time again, beating its estimates, beating everyone's expectations, getting a bunch of analyst upgrades from all these big time investors. You have a lot of big time investors invested in NIO as well who keep upping their stakes. It's safe to say that NIO is not done growing yet for the year, guys. NIO still has a lot of room to grow. And like I said, it's always going to revolve around the question, is now a good time to buy NIO stock? Yes, I think right now is a great time to buy NIO stock. I think $43.27 is still a bargain price for a company that has the potential to be a $200, $300, $400, $500 stock one day, guys. You have to understand the whole EV market in itself is starting to mature. It's starting to grow very, very quickly, and a lot more people are going to start putting their larger investments into EV companies because these companies are going to be the future. Like I said, you have analysts even saying that NIO is going to be an iconic brand one day, and it's going to be a top EV competitor. Like I said, it didn't take NIO as long to get noticed as Tesla did, right? Tesla founded in 2003. It took a while to get noticed. It took a while for, people to actually know what Tesla was and get itself going on the road, but it did not take NIO that long. If I'm not mistaken, NIO's as a company is only about 4 years old, and it IPO'd just 2 years ago, and it's been able to sustain this huge growth. And like I said, their earnings are coming up, and I know people are expecting great things. I'm also expecting great things for NIO Earnings. I think they're actually going to do pretty good on their earnings, but the reason I'm actually more excited for their earnings is to be able to see the outlook. What does the company have to say about their outlook of the actual company itself? Where's NIO stock going to be headed in the next couple of years? And that's going to be the most important thing. It's setting the expectation for Q4 and even Q1 into next year. How are they dealing with the midst of a pandemic? How are they able to continue expanding, drop new vehicles? What are they expecting to drop on NIO Day? And what their future plans are to continue growing and continue expanding. And NIO is doing a great job at this, guys. NIO is doing a great job of continuing to expand. It's doing a great job of keeping the brand clean, letting people notice it, and letting it expand on its own, continuously growing every day. Like I said, guys, bigger than General Motors, that's been around for a very long time, that's been producing cars for over 100 years now, if I'm not mistaken. You have NIO, that's a company that's over 4 years old, and it's already bigger than General Motors. That proves a lot in its alone. And a lot of people did sleep on NIO at first. Now that NIO's sitting at this $43.24 price tag, it's starting to get noticed a little bit more. But soon enough, guys, you have to understand that soon enough, it could be a $50 stock, a $60 stock, a $70 stock, and then people are going to start asking the question, is NIO stock a good buy at $70? Like I said, if you guys have a very bullish outlook on NIO as a stock, and you guys are very bullish about the company, and you truly believe in the company, then you guys would realize that this $43 price tag here is still worth the investment, even though it's a lot more expensive than it was at the beginning of the year. Like I said, in the beginning of the year, this thing was trading around penny stock level, and even when it IPO'd, it was only a $6 stock. And, a lot of people took the risk and invested in this company early. They saw the potential. People are starting to see the potential a little bit more now. But to some people who aren't as fortunate with money are now seeing NIO as an expensive investment. And they know that it's a little bit more risky now to invest at NIO at $43.25. Like I said, there's a lot of predictions on where NIO stock is going to be headed in the next couple of weeks, in the next couple of months, and even in the next couple of years. But I can say with certainty, with their earnings coming up, I know that the CEO and all the top management there is going to give some great outlook on NIO as a company. They're going to ensure investors, and they want to make investors, feel safe, and they want to make investors feel like the investment in NIO company is a good one. Like I said, guys, pick up NIO stock at $43.22. I think it is worth the investment. I don't think you guys should wait to buy NIO stock. I think right now is a very good time to buy NIO. I still think NIO has a lot of room left to go to the year. And always remember, guys, everything I say in my videos is just my personal recommendation. You guys do what makes you happy, but for me, I'm super bullish on NIO, and I try to add to my position as much as possible when it comes to NIO because I do see the long-term value in NIO, and I can see NIO being a top competitor in the EV game, even a top competitor to Tesla as a company, and that speaks a lot of volumes. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of NIO stock. Do you think NIO stock is worth the investment at $43.22? Do you guys think that NIO can grow to be as big as Tesla? If you guys own NIO stock, how many shares do you guys own, and what's your average? With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.